What is up, my fellow patriots? Today I want to talk about, again, 2A and good guys with guns. They're near and dear to my heart, that's for damn sure. First of all, I don't know if you know, but this piece of shit right over here, this guy, he was trying to shoot up a mall in Indiana. Police believe that Jonathan Saperman, 20, walked into the Greenwood Park Mall in Greenwood Park, Indiana on Sunday evening, armed with hundreds of rounds of ammunition and 3 guns: an M&P 5.56, Glock 33 pistol, and an AR-15 style Sig Sauer rifle, which were all used in the shooting. Okay, so this guy went into the mall, right? And then this is what happened.
Investigators are searching for a motive behind a deadly shooting at a shopping mall just outside Indianapolis. Authorities say a man opened fire at the Greenwood Park Mall, killing at least 3 people and injuring 2 others, including a 12-year-old girl.
So, an active shooter inside a mall, and he's opening up on killing people. So, what happens? A good guy with a gun comes in, and the lefties are upset that this guy stopped a mass shooting. Unfucking real, man, but it's true.
According to police, an armed bystander shot and killed the gunman.
It appears that a good Samaritan that was armed observed the shooting in progress and shot the shooter.
The rampage happened just around 6 p.m. Sunday when authorities received...
The cops say a good guy with a gun stopped it. CNN and fucking the Yentas on The View and all the other lefties are blowing up Twitter and the TV airwaves and saying that he's not a good Samaritan. He shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have had a gun. It's like they would rather see mass shootings than have a good guy with a gun save the day.
Received multiple calls reporting shots fired. Police say a man entered the food court with a long gun and began his attack.
It appears that he had a rifle with several magazines of ammunition, entered the food court and began shooting.
The sound of gunshots erupting inside the mall.
All of a sudden, we just hear pop, pop, pop 4 times.
Stunning shoppers like Olivia Harding, who says she was inside an Old Navy.
So I wonder if these shoppers that were there are upset that a good guy with a gun was there.
So close by.
I would say about 30 to 40 people back there with us, and they locked the doors.
There have been more than 349 mass shootings in the United States this year, according to...
So anyway, the point again is, once again, a good guy with a gun saves the day. And you got the shitheads over on the left from CNN and the other usual outlets are all upset about it. I mean, wow. I mean, check this out, man. So what it says over here is that more than 45,000 gun deaths in 2022 and more than 2,400 already this year. One legally armed bystander and a young man carrying a handgun in the Indiana Mall was able to use his weapon to kill a mass shooter. And what they're saying is the conservatives are applauding this as for a victory for their grand theory of public safety, which is a nation so awash in weapons that a good guy with a gun will be around to take out a bad guy with a gun. Or as the National Rifle Association put it, the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. That is true. And what is the point? Well, but on closer inspection, the math doesn't quite work. Well, there's still 3 people that died in the incident, so the good guy didn't stop it completely. And, well, then there was the Uvalde and the cops. There was 3,000 of them, according to this article. No, 400. I'm not making this up. They said there was 400 trained good guys with guns outside. Trained our law enforcement officers to the teeth, and they did nothing. I agree with you, CNN, on that. Those cops were scum, but that doesn't change the premise that a good guy with a gun is the best solution to a bad guy with a gun ever. Ever. What planet do you live on, man? If you think otherwise.
His actions were nothing short of heroic. Many more people would have died last night if not for a responsible armed citizen.
Police praising the heroic actions of a good guy with a gun.
A good guy with a gun.
A range shooter at a mall in Indiana. It took Elijah Dickens just 15 seconds to take down the suspect.
15
who just shot
seconds
and killed 3 people
to
and
take out a
injured 2
piece of
others.
shit shooter.
The 22-year-old going toward and confronting the shooter who was trying to hide while ushering people to safety. But liberals say his actions were way out of line, arguing this hero should not even be called a good Samaritan.
Nah.
Oh, and then there's the latest.
You can't call him a good Samaritan. He had a gun. It's illegal to have a gun in the mall, they're saying. Well, no.
These are
That's
the
a suggestion.
But with this Good Samaritan thing,
Here we
listen,
go.
I was trained when I was at the Justice Department in firearms.
So she was trained, so it's okay for her to have a gun, but not you. She's trained, so she can have a gun, but you stupid plebs shouldn't have one. You should just die if you get into a situation like that.
And I was trained in defensive firearm training. It is very hard to hit a moving target.
It is.
It is hard
I agree
for
with
people
you.
that are trained to hit a moving target. It is very lucky.
It is very hard to hit a moving target. I agree 100%. Any good guy that wants to carry a gun should have some training. I don't think that anybody should just arm up and go walk around with a gun. I've never fired one before or anything like this. But it doesn't matter. Even if that was the case, I would still prefer that person, that good person with a gun that's never even fired it, show up at a situation where there's a bad guy with a gun killing people.
That Good Samaritan hit that moving target in that way, and he had a gun permit, but he wasn't supposed to be in the mall with a gun. So
Okay, she's about to say he broke the law. This is false. It's a lie. Okay, let me tell you why it's a lie. If you go into a school or a government building that has a no gun zone, then yes, that's breaking the law. A mall, that's just a suggestion. It might say gun free zone, but it's not a law. It's not a government building. So the Good Samaritan did not break the law.
he broke the law, even though he was a Good Samaritan.
Lies. He did not break the law. He didn't follow their instructions.
He didn't break the law.
Do you notice that all these mass shootings seem to happen in the same type of places? Gun-free zones. Gee, I wonder why.
He didn't break the law.
He didn't break the law.
They say in the mall they don't want you to have a gun.
Exactly.
What law did he break?
See?
He didn't break any law.
See? I
What
told
he did
you.
was he came to the defense of another person. I'm surprised at you, Sonny. You worked for the Department of Justice. Okay? Here we go. Ideology is trumping the murder of innocent victims. They are so left that they say they want to believe that it's a horrible thing. And God forbid we call this person a good Samaritan who stops a mass shooter because he's a law-abiding guy with a permit for a gun, and she's upset that he stopped the killer. What is wrong with this picture?
Yeah, so anyway, the left is so pissed off that a good guy with a gun was able to stop a bad guy with a gun because it proves our point. Exactly does prove our point. And you can throw those Uvalde police situation in there. That even proves our point more because half the other lefties that don't want guns say call the cops if we ever need somebody with a gun. Yeah, that worked out real well, huh? You guys are proving our point. The only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun and not a cop necessarily, because we've seen that cops are scared pieces of shit down in Uvalde and they fucking run and hide when there's a kid shooting up children. So fuck them. Fuck the left. Everybody buy a gun, learn how to use it, get a permit, carry it. You need it. The left has unleashed civil war upon Americans. It is the left versus the fucking... I'm not even on the right. I don't think drugs should be legal. So whatever. It's the left versus patriots. It's the left versus Americans. We cannot let them allow to continue to flood our streets with bad guys with guns while we sit around and do nothing about it. Go out, buy more guns, train up, get concealed permit carries, and use them if needed. All right. Well, I hope you liked my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please leave me a comment, and see you on the next one. Hey.